Hello everybody, hopefully all the sound and everything is fine. Yo Dash, how you doing? Just going to be checking out Dadda's new Wavetable pack, which I haven't had a moment to open at all yet, so I'm pretty excited to give it a go. Right, I always use serum because I really like serum. So to make a difference, I'm just gonna use Vital instead, because variety is the spice of life. Yo Karthik, how you doing? Right, I guess I need to add it to this list as well. Audio. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Doesn't list it as folders. Forgot I did that. You just need to go in here then. And these are all folders as well, so that's a bit awkward. Oh, we'll just do it like this. Cool. Very nice. Right. Don't know if we'll go through all of them. Virum. Yeah, exactly. Click the folder icon. Does that change the way this works then? This one? Oh, right. Yeah. Nice one. I didn't realise you could do that. Thank you, Dash. That's actually really good. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Anyhow. Right, let's start with this AM stuff. Actually, first things first, let's just get a kick and bass down, because it's going to be some psytrancey stuff, isn't it? So, let's just grab a kick from my kick library. There's a particular one in here which I've been using a lot lately. I really like it. I can't remember which one it is though. Oh yeah, it's this one. Oh, I don't know why it's created a... that's because of logic. Yeah, anyways, this Quantikick G2 is a real beast, so let's use that. Oh. Okay, cool. So yeah, hopefully everyone can hear a kick drum. I will use Serum for bass. Again, I'm just going to use a preset from my upcoming pack. I've really gone to town on this waveform lately. The idea is that it's kind of like doesn't need any processing essentially. I think this was my favorite one. Dual click. Yeah, this is the one. Cool. Oops. Kind of been enjoying the higher keys lately. They have so much like definition in mids. Let's go with A. I like A at the moment for some reason. Chesty punch is the way, especially when you do octaves. It's like a mega power up. Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's kind of, you know, you can get that type of stuff to happen with the lower notes. It's just, I guess, focusing on different parts of your saw, isn't it? Kind of trying to retain the energy in that part of the spectrum without kind of getting, you know, I suppose when it's different parts of the spectrum you're focusing on, you kind of need to think about how long that part of the spectrum is happening for as well. You don't want it to get all sort of fuzzy, if you know what I mean. Anyhow, that sounds about right. Let's make that slightly louder. Velocity. Cool. Can you show your LFOs? Oh wait, I missed another message. It doesn't have the fundamental definition. Yeah, absolutely. Can you show your LFOs? What, for this bass patch? Well, for this patch, I've been using kind of like 3 bits to control the cutoff. So essentially, if I just bypass this stuff, we start off with, you know, just a saw, and well, it's not just a saw, it's a saw that I've screwed with a lot, but it is a saw with just really messed up phases. Then I've decided I always just set my cutoff around 40-50 hertz because I just don't want my cutoff to ever go beneath that. It's not necessary. Or I don't think it is anyway. You know, that could be wrong. You know, I'm up for a discussion, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so I said about that, and then I start with one envelope just to get like just the low pluck. And I really try as hard as I can to get this part right and just have that nice low pluck going on. And that, to me, feels like, you know, kind of has the right definition in the low mids. And then, and as you can see, this has only got like a bit of modulation. That's only going up to like, I don't know, 1K or something maybe. But it's also being affected by some other stuff. But yeah, it's not much modulation depth, just for this low plucks. And then I've got another envelope, which if I activate, this one is going to be adding the mids, upper mids, and kind of the body and bite of our bass line. So it's kind of important, if you're going to use this trick, that the longest envelope needs to be the first one you use, otherwise this becomes totally pointless using multiple envelopes. So like you can see, this second envelope is shorter than the first one. So we're kind of creating like a complex curve for the filter. Yeah, so this is the mids and the sort of bite of it. And then finally I have this LFO here, which is just acting as an envelope with a very quick and small bit of modulation, just to add a bit of transient clarity. Because bass is kind of similar to kick in that the higher the frequency, the less time you want it to be happening for. So this is just what made sense to me to do. You know, it's not be all end all or anything like that, and you can get a perfectly good bass line with just one envelope, but this is the technique I've been enjoying at the moment, sometimes anyway. And then what I've been doing as well is essentially I've got an LFO here where it doesn't move, it's just flat, and then I've got a macro that controls how high or low this is. And what this is doing is this LFO is connected to the what's it called? The modulation depth of envelope 3, apparently. Yeah, so this is controlling how much modulation this envelope, our byte envelope, is doing. And the reason I've done it with the LFO, though, is that if you just were to put the macro straight onto the auxiliary source, that would mean if you put the mod depth, this macro to 0, the mod depth would be 0. I don't want that. That's no use to me. So I've basically created boundaries for the modulation using this. So the lowest it can possibly go is, I don't know, what's that, like 25% or something. Okay, and then the other technique I've been using, but I don't think I've done it here. No, I haven't done it here. The other technique I've been enjoying using is one envelope, but use hold. Use like 20 milliseconds of hold. So you just get buzz at the beginning of the note, and then use a second filter, set it to like 1000 hertz or so. Well, it's wherever you want really, but that's where I've been setting it roughly, and then have a really tight LFO or envelope or whatever on that, and then you get control over the first 20 milliseconds and how you want that transient to sound. And I've been using like a 6 dB per octave for that when I do that trick. Anyway, hopefully that answers your question, Yavin. Oh, also, oh no, yeah, that's it for that stuff. Okay, cool. So back to the reason we're here. Let's go and open up some wavetables. And actually, let's just tune this kick as well quickly. That will be fine. Right, let's go down. Yeah, no problem, Yavin. Not a problem. Okay, right. Vital. Let's make this into like slightly longer loop, perhaps. We're in A. That's quite nice. Sort of overtone, throat singy, like robotic throat singing type thing. get something to produce some notes for us, and use autoplay. That's my favorite for this type of thing. Let's just make a long old note. Oops, what have I done here? Banger. Right. Let's just try velocity. Okay, this one's starting to inspire me a bit, so let's go for it with this one. Give it some effects just so we can get some context. Delay. Ping pong. I always mean to do the dotted bit first, but yeah. Anyhow, let's. Psychedelic. Alright. I haven't really used Vital much lately, or for a little while, which is something I need to change. Okay, that's pretty cool. I want to get some like weird pitch stuff going on with this. So let's. I don't want it to be too intense though, so let's just go with the fine pitch. Maybe key tracked. Okay, that's quite cool. Let's go with that. Okay. We'll have this as something later on, but this is more interesting to me right now, so how do we want to control this? Random, perhaps? Yeah, let's go with random. Sample hold, freeze. I don't know if I like it when it goes over this side or not. It's not as clean, is it? Okay, that's pretty cool. Maybe think about some sort of filtering. Maybe. Might not need it though, particularly. It's kind of. Probably doesn't really need it, but let's try and work something out for it anyway. Okay, maybe something a bit more creative. I forgot how nice these phaser filters sound. Okay, well, do we have this static moving with it, or maybe just like an LFO or something? Yeah, let's have an LFO because we've already got some random going on. I want this to line up note-wise as well if I play different notes, so kind of forgotten how it works on here, but Vile has my favorite comb filters also. Is that right? I think the Virus is my favorite comb filter, but it's such a pain setting it up as a, or I find it a pain anyway, setting it up as like an outboard effects unit. So I just don't really bother with it. Comb filters are awesome. Absolutely love comb filters. I remember Massive was my first synth, really. It's like what I learned synthesis with. And there's a comb in there which is really interesting because it's got. Massive has quite like a rubbery, matte texture to it, is the only way I can put it. So the comb is like quite unique, I think, at least anyway. Yeah. Where was I? Okay, cool, yeah, so that's sounding about right there, and then let's check this on. Actually, let's do some really weird stuff because we can. Yeah, let's turn that spread down and add some delay externally. Ping pong, of course. 8th dotted. Yep, that'll do. Cool. Alright, so let's make some really strange filter shapes because we can. So stereo. Oops, yeah, stereo on here. So if you don't know what this is all about, we've basically got we've got the stereo modulation in Vital, and we can make that well, it's great, you know, you can have something different happening in the left and right speaker, but we can kind of double up our modulations, or make a filter do 2 different filter sounds in one go, or just make anything do 2 things at once in the center, if we just turn the spread down. So, you know, we can turn one filter into 2 filters, or, you know, have 2 warp modes happening, blah, blah, blah. Are you only a tutorial maker, or do you also release music? For now, yeah, just a tutorial maker, really. And I could say sound designer, if that's the right word for it, because I really like making all the presets and things like that. I would like to get some tracks out there, and I am going to get some tracks out there. It's just that at the moment, like, this is kind of well, this is my main thing. This is what pays the bills and stuff. So I kind of find it quite difficult to actually find time to write music rather than just be making the sounds. But I'm kind of hoping that the time will come where I get a bit of extra time, and I've basically just got so much sounds that I can just make a track. Stereo filter in Serum. Not that I'm aware of. Maybe. There's a lot of cool tricks you can do with Serum that aren't totally obvious. But yeah, I don't know how you can get something to happen differently in the left and the right. It might be possible though. Okay, so where were we? With the pan. Yeah. But can you have it? Could you sort of monoize it so you can have you know, 2 settings happening at once? This is what I mean. I don't know. You can definitely use the panning on the filter. You can get some really cool effects that way as well, because you can kind of have modulations that seem a lot more like interesting, because, you know, they're just happening on the left and the right. I suppose you could do it externally though, actually, couldn't you? You could just monoize after that. That's something I'll have to play with. If there was like a utility effects in there, it would be really cool. Is sample and hold possible? Yeah. There's the chaos modulators can do sample and hold. Serum has those dual filters. They react differently on the pan knob, if I recall correctly. Dual filters. Oh, do you mean like there's like a category of filters that's designed for that, or? Because this is something that I'm not massively, well, I don't know about it. Right, let's get some wave spectral warp thing, whatever it's called on here, happening. Maybe time skew, sometimes that sounds good. I think it's a bit too complex for this one. Inharmonic stretch is almost always interesting. No, I'm not really enjoying any of that. To be honest, that's pretty cool as it is. I'm kind of pleased how that's come out as it is. I want to get through some more of this stuff, so I'm just going to save it and carry on. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Just to get through this a bit quicker. That's got some interesting sort of glassiness to it. Nice dispersory type sound. That's really nice. I like that. That's very nice also. Do save this video in YouTube. This stream, you'll be able to watch it whenever you want. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. This is enjoyable. Let's chuck some delay over here instead of our external one. It's quite a nice sort of backgroundy paddy thing, isn't it? Well, not really a pad, but it's quite nice. Yeah, just keep that. Why not? Oh, that might be quite nice for some FM timbres. Oh, that would certainly do some nice FM stuff. Bandpass sweep. That's pretty cool. Let's go for a sine interpolate. Like crazy high tech. Yeah, this is a cool idea with the bandpass sweeps. You could make like a really, really complex patch with this for sure. Really complex patch. You could have like several leads being played with one patch. Really, that could be quite interesting because you could have like different rhythms made up with the LFOs, and then a macro to control how those LFOs interplay with each other, and you could create like a grid basically. That would be interesting. I'm not going to do that right now though, because that's going to be very boring, doing all the modulations and stuff. That's an awesome wavetable though. Jeez, I have a feeling eventually there's going to be no need to make these patches anymore because it's just all going to be done. I'll be forced to make music. Bass waves. Interesting. I'm actually kind of interested to see what we've got here, because not to sound obsessive, but I have got quite interested with like custom bass waves and stuff like that lately. As you may know, considering that abomination. Anyway, let's just see how this goes. Okay, autoplay, go away. How many of these have we actually got as well? Bass tables, a few. Okay, let's go with dirty, because I find it sounds closest to serum. It's probably not that good a reason, but hey ho, I like it. Okay, envelope. It's got quite a nice little click to it, actually. Pretty nice, that one. Right, that one's got a serious transient on it. Mid-range is lovely on this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Because it leaves a bit of space for playing around with it. Just gonna screw the wave a little bit. Interesting. Purely just for interest, I want to see what the content of this saw is like. Okay, so big dip in the mids. Okay, so more ideal perhaps for the slightly darker tunes. Woo. Lovely mid-range. Cool. And then maybe some of this. Anyway, this is somewhat yeah, not what we're here for. Let's carry on. Get the vital back in the game. Okay, probably going to want this to lay. Where do we get to? Did the base tables. Right, FM single cycles. Very good. Oh my god, there's so many of these. Right, let's try and get through these. Gonna definitely want autoplay. And a nice long note. Let me just close my window because it's noisy outside. Right. That's a nice one. Seems to be a glitch with the UI, with the wavetables, unless that just happens to look just the same. Yeah, these definitely shouldn't look like this. There we go. It's a glitch. Yeah, I think so. Single cycles sometimes don't update until you mod the position. Wonder why that is. Strange. That is a very, very cool looking wave. Look how brutal it is. Yeah, it's just graphical. Yeah. Can you reverse the wave in here? Or do I need to do that in different synth? It's nice. So these paid patches. The wavetables are not free. No, they're from. If you look at the description for this video, there's like a link to my friend Dadda's Gumroad. He sells these wavetables, and to be honest, I think they're definitely some of the best wavetables around. For sidetrance even, they have to be some of the best around. Ah. I really love these more squarey FM tones, they're super aggressive. I haven't really delved too deeply into this wavetable editor. It's cool, but I just find myself a bit quicker with the Serum one, and also I like some of this sort of algorithmic type stuff you can do with Serum. Yeah, let's have some of that so we can scroll through that, because I quite like that. It's nice because it's non-destructive. Yeah. Yeah, that's really awesome wavetable. I like that a lot. Yeah, it's really awesome. Let's continue. Oh, this is a cool table. Need some drive though. Nice bubbly stuff. Bye. Alright, yeah, see you, Snail Damnify. This is that like really nice bubbly type thing going on. Yeah, it would be really nice to have like a whole table where this goes through different sort of textures. Cool beans, right? Yeah, sorry for the brief interruption. Right, let's see if we can get some cool stuff happening for this one as well. Gets a little bit too aggressive. Yeah, I know. Actually, kind of like just the nuances it has already. That's a really nice wave. Anyway, let's carry on. I like this one. Yo, Roman, how goes it? Whoa, that is very, very nice. Really nice stuff in there. Interesting. Yeah, that is really, really nice. Carry on. It really feels like all those like textures that, you know, well, at least I used to hear over the years, where I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm ever going to be able to create that sound unless I buy like some crazy modular setup or something. You know, I definitely used to think like that. And now there's people coming out with stuff like this, and it's like just makes it feel like none of that's really necessary. Not saying you shouldn't get modular or whatever. Modular is great fun, and you know, hardware synths are great fun. But for me, at least, there's something really nice. There's something really nice about if I want to, you know, if I go on, you know, go somewhere and I can only take a laptop with me or whatever, I can't take anything, you know, bulky hardware or something, and I can still get all those, you know, awesome sounds. Thanks, Roman. I'm glad you like them. This tables, by the way, are not by me. These are from Dadda, just so you know. There's a link in the description as well if you want to have a look. That's a really nice one as well. Tons of really awesome ones in here. Although I do get this feeling that we're going to kind of run out of like timbres to make, because this pack has to have pretty much every timbre you've heard in like most modern Psy. No idea where I was going with that. But, would have been nice if he'd done the ones where it's just the same thing again, but reverse. It would have been really cool if he just... I know it wouldn't be a single cycle anymore, but you could have just had like one... like, you could have both in one wavetable. Yo, Dadda, the man himself. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Just been going through your tables, and some of these FM ones are really, really, really nice. Also, the bass playing is from your pack as well, or for it's like Ugly Bass 4 or something. But yeah, countless nice tables in here. Yeah, some of these tables just like look so nice. I find it funny. I find it hard not to like. If I look too much at an oscilloscope, I find it hard not to go for the things that look good rather than sound good sometimes. But yeah, these look good and they sound good, so. Really exciting modulation, or I imagine would have been done to create these. Like, you've kind of got a square, which is, you know, then got some FM happening. Like, it's like dual FM or something, because, you know, it's each cycle is then getting shorter. I'm not going to try and put that into words. Oh, that one's really nice. I think so far this is my favourite part of the pack. The AM stuff was really nice to make the sort of FX type sounds, but this FM stuff is really nice. Wonder if it makes a decent sort of squelch type sound. Pitch. Let's just quickly go on to this second filter so we can do this. Oh yeah. That's really cool. If we were doing a more foresty track, this would be perfect. Well, if we were doing a track tool, I suppose, but... And I apologise, guys, I'm just having a little something to eat. Got to keep the metabolism healthy. Yeah, so you can make some nice sculptures too with these, because they're super interesting waveforms. They just have a nice sort of tentacly texture to them. Let's try chop this up. 24 semitones. Very cool. Anyway, let's pop back to the actual sort of FM lead type sound. Yeah, awesome sounds. This is something I've noticed recently, that you can kind of get, I call them like bubbles and lasers. Like if you do your sounds going from a higher cycle rate to a lower cycle rate, to me that has like a more lasery type effect. And if it goes from a low cycle rate to a high cycle rate, it gives a more bubbly sound. Or that seems to be the general consensus anyways. Oh, that one's very nice. Something that I would really, really like for when I'm making wavetables is like a spectral clipper. And the only time I've ever seen this is in Razer. Razer has like this spectral clipper. Ooh, nearly forgot my coffee. So you can like push a sound up in volume or whatever, but it will never, like, you'll never lose the wave shape that you have. It won't, like, you know, clip it or anything, but essentially it's just useful for making wavetables because you can avoid this issue of, like, having each frame be a different volume, which usually when you fix that, it means that you'll get sort of buzzing between the frames, or like a clipping between the frames. But if you have like a spectral clipping thing, that's just not a problem. Dadda also watching without sound. You're watching you're watching without sound. Okay. Well, that's a shame. That one's so nice. So many nice textures. I'll type in here. Turn the sound on, bro. Bushfrog Collective. Hey, you know what's funny? I got an email. I get an email when people download my stuff, and I saw someone called Bushfrog Collective, and that really made me laugh this morning for some reason. So I saw you download that. But nice name, by the way. Made me think of, like, what is it? What's that toad? The one with the 5-MeO DMT. You're at a vet with your pet rat and no headphones. What are you talking about? Just blast it out at the vet's. Also, I hope your rat's okay. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't hear. Okay. We run festivals in Australia. Awesome. Well, one day, if the way things are in the world sort themselves out, I will be coming over there because I've got some friends over there that would be nice to see, and also I've wanted to go there just forever. So I'm sure we had this one already. Oh, wow. So it looks like he's chucked all of the tables into one wavetable. Wow, that's crazy. This is something I was toying with in their forest pack, my last sort of bigger pack. Like having lots of different textures, especially for FM, within one table. This is so cool. Like a sample and hold thing would be perfect for this, because we could have like a quarter of each sort of texture. Or maybe a half. That's not working as I'm expecting it to. I don't use this synth nearly enough. Where are you from, Mute? Just so you know, you can call me Shep. That's my name. Well, that's what everyone calls me anyways. Or, well, you don't have to, just saying, if you wanted to know my name. I am from the UK. I've always lived in England, so, yep, that's me. Let me know if you want to play some bush doofs. That would be amazing. I would so like to do that. I've got a mate who runs some stuff in Tasmania, and that would be. Is it called Tasmania? Wait, I don't know. Maybe it's not called that at all. They're a little island off of Australia. He runs some stuff over there. I really would fancy doing that. But also, yeah, I mean, if there's a pie to go and check out, always up for that. What did you use to make these, Dadda? Faceplant, Novation, Peak, Serum, Harmer, Vital. Harmer is such a beast for this stuff. No prob, Shep, and yes, it's Tasmania. Bushfrog Collective, do you know, oh my god, my memory for names is so horrendous. Sean Kroll, I think that's his name. He's got a project called Stompsy. He does kind of foresty type stuff. Anyway, guys, I've got massively sidetracked here. Oh, you know him, do you? Awesome. I drove him around for a festival. Wicked. Small world, huh? Right. Stereosks. So I'm pretty certain this is going to be the same waves, but with the stereo trick, which I've explained in one of my videos before. Essentially what it is you can have you take a waveform and then you duplicate it, and on one of them you cut away all the even harmonics, and the other one you cut away all the odd harmonics, and then you pan them left and right, and you get it's stereo, but when you monoize it, it sounds exactly the same, apart from not wide, because there's no frequencies to cancel themselves out with when it goes mono. So it's basically mono compatible width. Well, that's the idea. I don't really. Well, I think this is just the same patches, the same stuff from. Or is it? Is this the same as what's in here, just stereoized? There's 47 of those. 44 of them, so maybe not the same. I don't particularly want to go through this doing this constantly though right now, because we've only got so much time and we've gone through a lot of FM already. Awesome trick though, it's so useful to get your tracks to sort of work on mono systems. So yeah, brilliant idea, Dadda, doing that, like in terms of providing people with the stuff to do it. Right. FM sweeps. Okay, there's some good stuff in here as well. This is really cool. Okay, so yeah, so far definitely all this FM stuff in this pack is top notch, really nice. It's one of my faves, FM 2 and 3. Yeah, that one is absolutely awesome. Yeah, really, really nice. What we really need to do... oh, they're on your Micro Freak. Nice. Oh, I saw you did a video on that. I need to watch that. I don't actually have Micro Freak, but every time I see one, like, I have to stop myself from, like, trying to work out how I can somehow afford one. Along with my chair. Yeah, I've got a contact mic somewhere. I'm gonna actually record like a high definition 96K or maybe higher, I don't know, recording of it with a contact mic so we like lose all the atmosphere of the room. Not that there's loads of that. But yeah, nice higher quality recording so we can like slow it down and stuff and make some weird tables and things. Oh, this one's nice. Sell virus, acquire Micro Freak. You know, it's not a bad idea. Well, yeah, pretty much the only thing I use the virus for these days is just making wavetables. But I have kind of considered that maybe it would just be the same position if I sold it and bought something else, so... No, I do really enjoy playing with hardware, but often I just find... I don't know where I stand with it. I really enjoy having hardware and using it once in a while, but I don't use it as much as I should. This is... I have to add this to my favourites. It's such a nice table. That's a nice table. Yeah, he said he's at the vet at the moment, so hopefully everything's okay. I can't wait to make tons of patches with these things. Probably should have been saving more of these to my favorites, because I kind of forgot you can actually do that. I feel like I'm sitting in a chat room with a bunch of my favorite artists. Yeah. I find that's quite a cool thing with the Psy scene, is like there is a lot of people in it who are just, you know, just like normal people who you can just chat to, like doesn't feel as I don't know what the word is. In some other scenes there's a different, very different sort of vibe in terms of that. But everyone's different, you know. You can't like base things on what scene they're from or whatever, but yeah. And the point is, there's good people everywhere. Normal people, I'm an alien. Alright, well, bar dash. I suppose that's a nice table. People get kind of caught up. Like when I went to uni, we got one of our teachers is this artist called crap, I can't even remember his name now. But he's like relatively well-known artist and stuff, and people were quite weird about that. This kind of like really idolizing type mindset. Such a nice table. But you just have to remember that people are just, you know, no matter who they are, they're also just a person, you know? Such a nice table. I wonder how he made this one. Is this a ton of waves from the Buchla? Oh, so many nice sounds. If I could be bothered, I would go through this, and because you can see there's kind of duplicates, but every duplicate is like slightly different. But you could go through this, and if you went in Serum, you could move them around and create separate tables, so that you could have each evolution of each sort of table within this table, if that makes sense. That would be really cool. Anyway, there's lots of extremely nice waves in there. I would probably pay just for this table, because there's so much nice stuff in it. Lovely. I wonder what happens if we use a phase shift on this. Yeah, just kind of trying to get it to not cycle left and right, but yeah, it might take a bit fiddling to do that. Buchla Easel 5 is my favourite soft synth for making wavetables because it's totally unexpected. Yeah, I've used it with friends. I don't actually have a copy. I will buy it one day. But yeah, it's really, really amazing. Like, such a little psytrance machine. This is what I was talking about earlier, about one side going high cycle to low, low cycle to high. There's just an obscene amount of nice wavetables in here. Kind of makes me feel like there's no point in making anymore. I'm pretty sure these are the tables we've already seen though. From earlier on. That's very nice. Really very nice. Okay, now we're going on to the performance. Let's see what this can do. Definitely make some really nice effects type sounds of this. This is an interesting table. So having the extra level of control over the actual texture and then having the bandpass or whatever you like moving over it just gives so much more interesting sounds. I bet this would do a good sort of squelch type thing. Very nice. That is really nice. That's quite, that for me is quite a sort of sought after tone. Just FM that with some saw or some, some sine or maybe even triangle. Yeah, why not try the triangle? Oops. From 2. I might be a bit too complex. FM's always kind of an interesting thing, especially for psytrance. Right, are we into the glass now? Glassy, almost glass. I think the absolute king of glassy wavetables has to be in Psytables v.3. So many nice, like, perfect glassy textures. This reminds me of that trick with the unison. Yo, Giovanni. Whoa, this is a crazy table. Okay, so you basically don't need to even write tunes anymore. Madness. Oh, I wonder what happens with the spectral time skew. Ooh, nice metallic-y, knocky. So pretty much every size trance sound conceivable is just available as a wavetable in here, pretty much, like this pack. Yeah, definitely flexible. Just so much to them. I'm just going through these with like a bandpass just to get through them, but you could do so many different things with these. Where are we now? IMH. What does IMH stand for? In my head? I feel like these must have some sort of purpose. They all have this same pattern where they're loudest down here. A bit quieter. So I don't know what that's about. Nor. Pretty sure that means like cool or something in Swedish. We bend this. Maybe squeeze. Nice. These are all really nice waves if you wanted to do some like AM or FM. A bit more basic. Apart from that one. The PWM type thing they always have gives such a good texture as well. So it's essentially, you know, appears to be almost lower pitch because you hear each cycle a bit more, but obviously the actual spectral content's the same. That's a nice one. Nice as that. Quickly just go and whack this up here. It's an obscene amount of tables in here. No need for that then. As soon as it's all of them together. Yeah. Mad. Pretty sure my chair's in this somewhere. Ship side chair. Oh yeah, do these? Oh yeah, they're not patches, right? They're just tables. That's a really very nice timbre. Just out of interest. Pretty cool. nice texture on that. One thing I wish you could do is like if Vital supported like 128k, whatever, like super high sample rate tables, so when you sync downward or formant, downward, you can keep all the high frequency information because it's just comes into the audible range. That would be really cool. Maybe you can do that and I'm just not aware. Wouldn't surprise me. That's really cool. It has to be in there. That's interesting. Pyro's wavetable option in advance. Yeah, I always click it as well for some reason. But I'm not sure, because the thing is, the wavetables are stored in a particular format. And I'm pretty sure it expects 44.1. Although I save a lot of stuff in 48, so I don't really know what happens there, whether it gets converted or what. That's an awesome table. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about saving them to my favourites folder as well. I need to go back through this pack at some point. Synth memes will understand. can't hear what it's saying. It's saying something though. Right, where have we landed? Well, where are we now? We are still in here. Oh, no, we've just got phaser, quick maths, and wet FM. Oops. I don't know what it's done to these, but they just sound a bit, well, wet, like it says. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all those because there's just so much. I'm going to have a look at these quick maths ones though. I'm not sure how we made these ones, but I remember a conversation with him at one point about using like maths equations to make wavetables, and something about it was a golden ratio or pi or something. I'll have to ask him about it. Oh yeah, Fibonacci. We were speaking about the Fibonacci sequence at one point. So yeah, I would be interested to find out. Or, well, I wonder if like you can get interesting effects from and like, you know, mimic nature with maths. I mean, I don't see why not. So if the Fibonacci sequence makes a kind of glassy noise, I guess that's why people like it in psytrance. Maybe? A lot of these seem to make kind of chords. It's interesting. Kind of fifty. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go through these last two FM sections. But yeah, wow, that was pretty crazy, to be honest. There's a hell of a lot of tables here. I think it was like 300 or 400 maybe. So anyway, yeah, if you like what you've heard, just check out the link beneath the video, and yeah, grab yourself a copy. And I think he does. Oops. I think he does like a deal if you want his other Wavetable packs. They're all really good, so I would say definitely get them. At least make sure you get 2 and 3. 1's very good as well, but my favourite is, well, 2 and 3, I think. Anyhow, alrighty. I think I probably need to call it a day there. And yeah, sweet. Thanks a lot, Dadda, for awesome content once again. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you very soon, I'm sure. Take it easy.